What's up, everybody? This is my first time I ever did any kind of form of video or anything like that. And the reason why I'm doing this kind of video is because it's 4 or 5, 6 days after the election since Tuesday, and we're still counting votes. Now, I live in Ohio and everything, so pretty much our elections came and went. And it was over with that day, which meant that we had the most strictest election laws put in place to keep from fraud and all the kind of things that's going on here. That's why J.D. Vance, because I voted for J.D. Vance, and unfortunately I voted for Mike DeWine. I didn't really like him, but I didn't like Nan Whalen. So I end up just voting for Mike DeWine. But as you see, our elections had came and went. It was over that night. You know what I'm saying? So like Florida, it was over that night. Like some states, like it was over that night. But here in swing states, we're having issues again with election fraud. You mean to tell me that early voting was enough for Democrats? They had to wait until everything was over. Now we getting like buckets and buckets of so-called these so-called ballots that's coming in. I thought we're done with that kind of stuff after what happened in 2020. I thought we were supposed to be over with the election integrity or what Trump is saying. But now again, we're back at what it is 2020. And now they want us to believe that this is a good election. We just saw fraudulent and what Project Veritas just sat here and showed videos of fraud with the ballot boxes with keys left by themselves unattended. You got stuff that happened in like Nevada and Arizona and stuff like that had like shutdowns or machines broke down or shut down, no printing paper, no nothing, and people were waiting for hours to vote. Then they got sent home because they couldn't wait. I mean, and it's a front. You mean to tell me Kari Lake in Arizona already had voted, but yet people went home? So how'd you get the votes for you to be at 50% of the vote and trying to win when people had walked away? So how'd you get votes, Kari Lake? I mean, I'm sorry, Carrie Hobbs. And Kari Lake won. Kari Lake won Arizona. No, and you mean to tell me like, and Masters and all these people lost in the same state? In a Republican state, a McCain state? So, you know what I'm saying? It's fraudulent stuff. Because Katie Hobbs lost this election. She's scared of Katie Lake. Kari Lake smoked her. But what's even worse, that she wouldn't recuse herself from the election. Katie Hobbs sat around here, didn't want to debate because she knew she controlled the elections. So now you want us to believe that she won. I don't believe in none of these elections. None of these elections. You know what I'm saying? You mean to tell me that it's for some strange reason they couldn't get to J.D. Vance because J.D. Vance won his election as far as Senate race. But you mean to tell me we're still dealing with Georgia? We're still dealing with other places like these Democrats won on abortion? You really thought that a woman's rights was more important? Y'all can't even give a definition of what a woman is. You can't even give me a definition of what a woman is. Y'all believe men can get pregnant, but I'm supposed to sit and believe that the Democrats won on abortion? Give me a definition of what it is. Help me understand that. This is 4 or 5 days after. This is Monday now and they still count votes. This is a ripoff and a lie. And I wish American people would just rise up and challenge. Look what happened in Brazil. They think that a communist president who corrupted their country won these elections. They out there protesting now. So, you know what I'm saying? But you see the fake media ain't saying nothing about it. So, you know what I'm saying? So I feel that these re-elections need to be done. January, none of these people ain't in office until January. We still got to find out. If not, what we need to do is rise up and say, hey, enough is enough. We want a new election. We need new elections done without ballots. I'm sorry, but I felt I was more for one-day voting. If Democrats can't win, that's tough on them. I don't like none of these lying Democrats. Look what they doing in our country. And you mean that abortion was better than this? Was the topic of discussion? This the same party, like I said again, can't give you a definition of what a woman is, and they believe that men can get pregnant. And you want us to believe that abortion was that? That's a bunch of lies. It's a fake lie. And that's what's going on in Nevada. That's what's going on in Arizona. I wouldn't concede none of my. Look what happened to Lee Zeldin in New York. You mean to tell me people rather be living in crime and getting beat, stumped, getting their ass kicked? No, I don't believe none of that. So y'all tell me and help me understand this. You know what I'm saying? If I was Carrie Lake, I'll sue Katie Hobbs. If I was Carrie Lake, I'll sue Katie Hobbs and her and the election board, because that's the most dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. And people just smiling on TV. Oh, we're just counting the vote. Nah, the election's over, dude. Election's over. And y'all waiting on fraudulent ballot votes to come in so y'all can count and say who's the winner. Nah, it's over. And if American people are really true to their country and love their country so much, I'll rise up to every court building and every thing, just like what Brazil doing, and protest right outside that thing. You know what I'm saying? I know they gonna say, well, what happened to January 11, January 6, January 6, January 6, look what happened to January 6. Nobody don't care about January 6. Because the Democrats ruined what happened during the George Floyd and the so-called Summer Love riots. They ruined this country. They didn't want you to keep voting for women's rights. They don't care about a woman. They don't even care about your kids. So, I'll take care. But right now, I feel bad for Pennsylvania and all these people. And I feel bad for the country, because, you know, Americans need to stand up from now to January before these people get sworn in and get the right people that's going there, instead of sitting there on your ass saying, oh, this is what it is. No, it's not. You have the voice and the power to tell America no. You have the voice and power to tell the corruption, and the elites, fuck no. Just tell them no. Stand up. Go fight out here. Go protest. Go out in front of these buildings. Let yourself be heard. Let your voice be heard. All this fraudulent votes is over. They want to cheat. You mean to tell me early election is that? Nah. They can't win an election on election day, but we got to wait until 4 or 5 days after the election. And they had opportunities for early voting. If they were losing, they were losing. I'm sorry. So, but America needs to stand up and go against, protest, do what you need to do. Because I'm for America. I love America. I don't like the criminals running this country, and they run it to the ground. Pretty soon they're going to tell you can't do this, you can't do that, your money gone. They're going to do it, and they working for China. Nah, bruh. Better get out here and stand up and voice, and get out here and stand up and vote and protest and stand out there and tell these people enough is enough. Look at Brazil. Look what they're doing. Brazil is basically telling them, Brazil president, you ain't our president. How you gonna win out of a jail cell? You brought corruption into our country and high crime and corruption in our country. You mean to tell us we voted for you? Oh, nah. That's why they protesting out there. That's why American media is not showing it, because they don't want you to feel they don't want an uprising on these elections. So y'all take care of yourselves. Do the right thing. I will. I'll say a lot of things. So y'all take care, and hope it'll be a good fight. Bye.